What's up, guys? Today we're going to be making 1 or 2 ground blinds. I'm not sure how much or how many we can make today. Light's fading pretty fast. It's getting dark, but it feels nice out. I think we're going to be making a ground blind way back there in the swamp where that dead tree was with all the dead leaves by the creek. That's going to be the first ground blind I'm going to try to make or just set up, and I can always add to it later. You know, that's what I do normally, but the second ground blind, I'm not too sure. It's probably going to scout out another spot for one, but I have a long time to hunting season, a couple months, so, you know, it's only August, so, yeah, let's get into it. Okay, we just got done walking through the field that's over there. There's 2 main trails, one right here, as you can see, going that way, another one going the same way. But yeah, this is just on that field edge, you can see there. That comes down to this little, you know, swampy area. They bed back there. But this goes down the main trail, it goes into the creek and stuff. But I was thinking, I've seen a lot of bucks back here. A lot of big bucks, a lot of in the rut, a lot of fighting back here, and a lot of them making scrapes. So I was thinking, maybe make a ground blind right there. I know it's kind of dark, but I think if I could make a good ground blind right there, that'd be a great spot. Even though it'd be a 30-40 yard shot from, you know, over here. I mean, if they're deep enough, but I don't think they'll be that deep. Which, as long as they're not seeing me right away, I don't really care. They're gonna get close eventually. That's just my mindset. But yeah, look at this. Looks like a great spot. Could probably set up right here, but it will be hard, you know, cover myself up. But this could be a start, definitely. I really think I could make a ground blind right here, so I'm gonna actually start doing that right now. The first step I did was clear all the leaves out of here, so when you're sitting in it, you don't make a sound. That's very important when making a ground blind. See, all this is clear, and that's what I'm looking at. We got cover right here, another shot. Yeah, you do not want to get rid of this cover. This will break up your body pretty much. That's why camos, that's why they try to break up your body, like to outline your body. But you're right there trying to breaking everything up, and right here breaking my thing up, or my outline up, sorry. We got to be very careful on what we cut, because if we cut this, it might hurt us. I think I could put a little burlap around this. That'd be pretty cool. But I don't think I'm going to cut too much from here since we need the cover. I'm going to get dead logs and dead bushes and just stack them up here so we have a lot of camouflage. And the wind will be good that way. So I need the wind blowing this way and that way. So I think that's east. We need the wind blowing east. So coming out of the you know, west. So we are going to do that real quick and try and make this more camouflage, because if I sat in it, I think the deer would see me pretty quick. All right, let's get to that. As you can see, I put olive trees right here. Since I do not need to shoot that way, nothing's going to come that way. And if something does, it blocks the vision. And it blocks the vision from any deer over there, way over there, that can see in here. So basically, we're going to keep doing that. We need to figure out this whole back situation, since the deer bed in there sometimes. And I'm easy pickings for any deer out here, so we need to somehow manage to use this as a cover and get some trees in here or something, because I'm very out in the open here. Yeah, I'll get on that. Took me about 5 to 10 minutes, but this is the one side. You can see ground blind, the start of one anyway, and boom, you're blocked from that way pretty much. You still need to figure out the front and this whole back side. That's going to be the hard part, but for now we're going to focus on right here now. Oh boy, still got a little hole right there, but we'll cover that up. So I ended up having to cut that branch just because of how this is elevated. I would not be able to fit a good chair back here, so I had to cut that and move it up. That's gonna be a little sucky, but we had to do that. So this is one of our views so far, very open. And then we need to cut a lot of stuff from here and put cover. But this is the back now. It's covered pretty well. Not much can see us, but it needs work, obviously. But yeah, that's why we're here. We're gonna continue to put in the work. Hopefully it pays off, because this is a really good spot now that I think of it. Ooh, I managed to cut down these 2 trees. They're all dead, so don't worry. And make a little shooting, so I can rest my bow on it, or rest a gun, or just as cover. Might put burlap around it. But yeah, we need to do the front, but the sides actually look pretty nice now. I'm just gonna fill it in with more sticks and cover, but this is all coming together pretty well. This is the view from the main shooting lane. As you can see, very open, but we can deal with that and we can improve on it. Ooh, we got our first piece of cover on the right side. Looks pretty good. If we keep adding to it, this is going to look great. I love the look of it already. This is definitely going to be a good spot. So far, from a sitting position, this is what you can see. Still very open right here. And then you go to a cover. I'm going to put more cover right there. And then I'm going to remove these 2 trees right here, and then that big one, because that big one's dead. And then I'll have a really big shooting lane right there, and it'll stop at that tree right there. So I need to cover this up a little bit more, but this is going to be a nice spot, because there's going to be a lot of cover right here, and that will blind the deer from me getting my bow or gun over to here, and then that deer has no clue I'm here when it pops out at this shooting lane. So that's pretty cool. Like I said, I just need to put more work into it. This front's kind of bare. I need to stack more bigger logs up here and get more cover, but this is pretty cool. I'm ready to hunt this. This is the back. I mean, that's going to be my entrance, so I don't really need to cover it. Maybe more cover right here, but this is pretty nice. I like it. I added a couple more big logs to the front. Now it's coming together. It's definitely got its shape now. This is the right side. This is the front. This is the left side. I'll cover it up. That's the trail. I'm going to walk in, walk out. This is the back. A lot of cover, which is good. Probably need a little more cover right there, but we can always do that later. Add on every time we go. But this is looking good. Looking real good. Just put a little cover right here. It needs a little more. And I cut up a shooting lane. One that way. It's pretty open, but I think I can get a shot off in here. But it's looking good right now. I like where it's going. It's definitely a spot I'll hunt. It'd be really cool if I shot a buck from this ground blind, because you guys would see the video of me making it before I shoot that buck. And all this hard work's hopefully going to pay off. Even if I don't shoot a buck from here and see deer, I just get more information on it. So, and it helps me hunt. I'd strongly recommend, even if you don't have enough money, save up and try to, you know, public land, anything. Literally just sit down in the woods. You'll learn so much about yourself. You really just need to be patient. But go outdoors, dude. Go explore. It's the best thing you'll ever do in your life. It's one of the best things. But I'm not going to ramble on too much about that stuff. I should start a podcast if I was going to do that. But yeah, this is the blind. Looks nice. Always going to improve on it every time I come out here. But yeah, I guess we'll add a few more stuff and get out of here. A few more sticks and logs and we can go. Added a lot more coverage to this ground blind. Added a lot of leaves and stuff, and that's what it's looking like. We're going to get rid of those 3 trees right there to make a big entrance. Probably 4 actually, since that back one way over there. This is the front look. We got a lot more cover, but this is what we're working with. pretty open. We got a shooting lane right there, and then all the way right there. But yeah, that's what we're working with. Looking pretty good. We got coverage right here, some sticks and leaves, so to break up our pattern when the deer are walking right there. And then we just got the shooting lane, and we added more stuff in the back, maybe a little too open, but doesn't really matter. But yeah, that's what it's looking like so far. So every time I'm out here, I'll just add to it, really. But yeah, this is the start of a great ground blind. But I think that's going to wrap it up for this video. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it if you watch to the end. If you want me to make more ground blinds, comment, because I'll do anything you guys want, really. I'll show you guys how to make anything. I love making ground blinds and setting up pop-up blinds and tree stands. I love hunting, really. I had a really strong passion for it. And yeah, you guys have a great day, and I hope to see you at the next video. Peace.